My name is Paul Routley. I'm a third eye intuitive consultant teaching ancient wisdom that should not be but is, teaching science that should not be but is, teaching human attributes that should not be but is. Absolutely spectacular. I'm excited to show you, teach you information that will change your life, all connected to facts, science, and people doing abilities that should not be but is. This is literally out of a sci-fi movie. I had to stop and research due to my own abilities and attributes. What the heck is going on? I am a retired aircraft technician. I can't believe in anything or make a decision unless I know the science, the technology, the wisdom in order to do so. And when I started learning what was truly going on, it literally is out of a sci-fi movie. There is an unfamiliar science on our planet that explains it all. And if you go to my website, you will see human abilities, attributes, and the latest release from the scientific community. The Matrix is real. The universe has consciousness, intelligence that we can access. This is absolutely off the scale. The latest release from the scientific community. Here is my personal story on what drove me to research. Just spent 4 years researching to the molecule what the heck is going on so I could understand my own body and teach you and simplify it, because this is literally off the scale. So at the age of 5, I could remember my previous reincarnated life. And this was mind-boggling because this subject did not exist at that time. However, if you go on the internet today, reincarnation is happening to thousands and thousands of people. There are documentaries, there's even people teaching how to access these memories. It's called the Akashic Records. This is off the scale. It's not in the mainstream. It's scientific proven fact. See documentaries on my website. Do not get overwhelmed or drown on my website. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of documentaries. The most important thing is to simply know that all these subjects exist, and people are doing abilities and attributes that should not be but is, along with the science, so that I can take complexity and simplify it. That is the purpose of my mini courses, to simplify what should not be but is. So moving on from that, not only could I remember my previous reincarnated life, but it gets even better. I was killed in a spacecraft accident on the moon. While holy Dinah, what the heck are you talking about? And yet, if you go deep into the research, we have government workers, employees, people coming forward, whistleblowers, stating that we have been we've been on the moon and in the universe, going way back, a long, long time. What the heck is going on? When you look at all these incredible documentaries that should not be but is, it all starts putting an incredible bigger picture together of what the heck is going on. So moving on from that, at age 8, my grandmother passed away and her soul spirit came to see me. Now this too was mind-boggling for an 8-year-old, just and yet it was also an absolute beautiful experience. It also shows that our human body's anatomy is capable of this. it's also showing that people that have passed, their soul spirit energy still exists. They're just not in human body form. And you will see on the internet there are thousands and thousands of people that are teaching these attributes, experiencing the same, and it's all part of our human body's abilities that are not in the mainstream that we are capable of. Absolutely outstanding. Moving on, in grade 6, I was, an air conditioner man came to the house to fix the air conditioner, and I have no idea why I did this, but I walked up to him and I said to the gentleman, I said, the problem with the air conditioner is the thermostat. And lo and behold, he came back later and said, little boy, wow, the problem with the air conditioner was the thermostat. And it turns out when you do all the research to what the heck that was, it turns out that's intuition, knowledge that should not be, but is. Absolutely unbelievable. And there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people teaching all this on the internet. Just spectacular. So moving on from that, around the age of 13, I had snowmobiles, but they didn't work. They're sitting there broken. I had no knowledge of anything with engines, snowmobiles, nothing. Moving on from that, I fixed them, got them to run, and wow, that should not be but is. That's what's on my website. All these abilities that should not be that is. Once again, that's intuition, a hidden source knowledge communication that we have. Just spectacular when you look at all the abilities and attributes that are being taught on the internet. Absolutely, literally out of a sci-fi movie. So moving on from that, later on, I did not complete my grade 12 education. I came a half a credit short. I went to aeronautical maintenance engineering where I only completed 70%. And then I went into the aircraft industry, was in it for over 2 decades, absolutely dominating the industry. And I couldn't believe all this information and knowledge and wisdom that I was doing with very, basic training. So moving on from that, I just finished completing 4 years intense research to the molecule to understand my own body and to understand the abilities and attributes, what's going on in a low percentage of the population of our planet. I also wanted to know why all my brothers and sisters were not experiencing the same at all. I mean, this just mind-boggling what the heck was going on. So moving on from that, I'm Paul Routley. I'm a third eye intuitive consultant, researcher, teaching the ancient wisdom that should not be but is, connecting it to the science that should not be but is, showing human abilities and attributes that we all have and all accessible that should not be but is, to show the bigger picture of what the heck is truly going on. Paul Routley, love from Canada, outstanding. I look forward to teaching you the truth that the top 1% have collectively kept out of the mainstream a long time. This is powerful, important, outstanding. Love from Canada. Cheers.